build something new, build something right, land lease it, or provide it to private commerce or some other aspect of it. The days of holding these old dilapidated buildings is more of a cost restraint than anything in the world. And whatever hurdles, whether they're historic or anything of nature, I think that they should try to be overcome.
Everybody, let's go one more round of last questions for everybody to chime for a specific question. You know? Okay.
I'm good, thank you.
Everybody's good?
I have a question. I know there were talks about renovations to happen at the DA's office.
Yeah.
While those renovations are happening, where will the DA's office be housed?
So I'm still trying to do the whole Tetris. DA's going through a long-term remodel. It's in the millions. I think it's 3 to 4 million. Don't quote me entirely on that. But there's displacement issues and noise and public interface that has to occur. So very recently the request has been made, where can we find some swing space, essentially, not necessarily the entirety of the DA building, but the buildings and the floors, I should say the floors that are most impacted. So if they're on floor 1, instead of carving off a small piece to be able to manage that tiny little sector, we have offered, and I believe we are ironing out the movement of recruitment at 1555 as they go up to the new DXC building. The portion of the DA swing space will now go and be located at 1555 Poitras. Now, that is very early in the conversations. There are some significant things to figure out, but it looked like a temporary solution for a short-term plan as far as the construction. Then we want to be able to iron out and vet out, and we currently have a lease there, and we would just be changing hats of who's using it. So I want to be thoughtful about the nascent nature of it, but that has kind of been thrown out as a possible solution for the DA.
I have one last question. I know there have been talks about the evidence room and the conditions there. Any idea on if and where that would be relocated?
If, absolutely. Where, unknown as of yet. I think that we are undergoing evaluations about what is the highest and best use for the location of that evidence room, and is there a possibility to consolidate evidence rooms? Because remember, NOPD is only one evidence room. Other entities, quasi-governmental and governmental entities, have evidence room storage as well. Does it make sense for us to do it right and put everyone all within one building, and what is the square footage for that? And most importantly, the thousands of pieces of evidence that are currently in the existing evidence room, are all of them absolutely required and necessary based on the statute of limitations, the investigation of crimes? That's a little heavier lift than probably, well, I'll never say that because maybe it's not, because this may be a heavier lift than I'm anticipating, but it is a longer term permanent strategy. I think that it would only make sense for us to purchase a warehouse of sorts. It would make sense that it would be in our warehouse district. There are some available options available that we are looking at. Certainly I want to highlight we will involve the council in the formation and the decision of that future building, but at the given point it is high on the priority, but I would put it probably 1C. 1A is the move, 1B is the swap between all the public safety warehouse agencies and the location pre-hurricane, and then 1C would probably be that evidence room, but it's not lost as far as priority.
Anyone else? That's it.
Well, thank you all.
For
Appreciate
coming.
it. Thank you.
So thanks, guys, and when we get more information on something that we're doing official, I'm sure Gilbert will work out whether there's an official ribbon cutting as a
Yeah.
That will probably be